Danger Dolan. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze will be a third-person action RPG not made by Rare for the original Wii's screen expansion unit. Originally titled Donkey Kong Country Returns but better this time we promise, Tropical Freeze brings a slew of exciting non-rehashed content to the Donkey Kong franchise, such as more characters, barrels with initials on them, and much, much more. Donkey Kong's latest adventure sees his island attacked by Vikings, who summon what appears to be Pokemon's Articuno to freeze the Kong Island and send our characters traversing across a series of 6 conveniently placed islands. Throughout the journey, you will experience a complex narrative with Shakespearean, Ulysses, and Faulkner undertones, an objective dissection and critique of modern day culture, told through loud animal grunts and the acquisition of puzzle pieces which reward fucking concept art. This game features several advantages over its predecessor. The Wii screen's graphical limitations are transcended with gorilla hair mechanics that have no relevance or impact on gameplay. The game will employ a dynamic camera that turns and reacts during barrel maneuvers as if you're actually playing a fully immersive 3D game, which is evidently no longer an option for the DK franchise. Donkey Kong himself can walk, roll, and jump based on your controller input. Here is the typical button setup you will encounter. Please do pay attention as it is rather complex. The 1 button will force your monkey to jump, whereas the 2 will increase speed. Holding the 2 while toggling the direction pad primarily right will cause acceleration. Yes, it is a huge change from the previous game, but change, like all burnt out franchises, will continue to happen whether you like it or not. In addition to a playable Donkey Kong, you also have Dixie Kong. Dixie is aptly named as she spends a good portion of this game lubing up and mouth vacuuming Diddy Kong's glorious wang. There will of course be DLC advancing the sexual experience in 12, possibly 15 parts. Cranky Kong will be able to bounce on his cane to avoid spikes and other dangerous objects, just like another non-specific character from some other series that shall remain nameless. When you play as Cranky, he will occasionally whisper advice through your headphones such as, get a job, find a girlfriend, do something with your life, and the often rare, I'm disappointed in you. Those with crippling depression are advised not to play this game, though as the game box does come with cyanide capsules, it will depend on a case-by-case basis. Returning to this game are underwater swimming sections. These were highly requested by the player base, as water levels in video games are considered invaluable works of art that should appear on occasion to break up the monotony of horribly slow, soul-crushing land sections. New to Tropical Freeze, the Kong's fur actually gets wet once you spend a considerable amount of time in water, which changes the gameplay paradigm considerably. The reason for which is as follows. In addition, during those swimming sections, you will notice moisture erupt from your controller, adding a new layer of immersion only seen on a Nintendo Entertainment System. David Wise returns as music composer for this game, replacing those randoms who remixed old songs from the last game. Here is a track that will play during DK's genre-breaking alcohol and socialism subplot. And here is what you will be listening to for 99% of the fucking game. If you hate money and were planning to burn it anyway, I highly recommend you instead pick up a copy of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, coming in the summer of 2018 for a measly $129.95. It will also come bundled with the Wii screen expansion unit because apparently nobody has one. If I could personally buy one game this year, it certainly wouldn't be Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, but at least the new fur looks nice. And when it comes to video games, aesthetic appeal is all that matters. I am looking forward to the 3DS port with considerably worse graphics. I do hope the game does well so that we will get a lot more of this shit.